Okay, so let's do the same here on the part here at the 0 degree. So we take those verts here and move those into position somewhere about here, and then we rotate those so that it gives us a nice line there at the edge from that triangle in the background. So something like this. Okay. Yeah. So with that done, we can check out here that polygon pipe. Go to object mode, and if you hit 3 to smooth that, let's check out how that looks here on the ends that we just created. It's looking good. Okay. And let's check it out down here. Should be good as well. Yep. Okay. So yeah, we got that done. So now we are ready to put in those numbers. Okay, let me do it just for a start off here one time. So go here to create and say create a text. Take the microgrammar medium extended. Type in 60 here, say polygon 1000, and say apply. And then we select the objects and the curves that come with those numbers, and say hit Ctrl G to group that, and then center the pivot, and then rotate that negative 90 degrees in X. And yeah, if you're happy with that number here, you can go with that one. So yeah, let me just quick bring this into position here. So we move it here to the center of the grid. Then move this guy up. And then we scale that down. To somewhere where it's meant to be. Okay, somewhere about here. Okay, so let's take a size here like this, and remember here the scale here, that's 0.245. So we could go in and select all of those numbers here and say copy, hit Ctrl C. And now let's go in and create all the other numbers with that group here. Yeah, you later on, let me show you that real quick for the 65, okay? So when I take that number here, let me go to perspective view, and let me also bring the 60 onto the grid. So I hold down X and bring it down here, okay? And now we create the number, go here to create text tool and create the number 65. Say apply, and we do the same as we did with the number 60. So we select all of those here, and with all those selected, hit Ctrl G to group, center the pivot, rotate that guy negative 90 degrees in X, then move it down to the grid, hold down X, move it there, hold down X, bring it here to the center, then go to the top view and move that number here to its position, and then we scale it down with the same amount. That was 0.245. So I drag here and select all those numbers and hit Ctrl V to copy that number in that I just had. And then yeah, let's move this guy here into its position somewhere about here, so that's sitting on the same spot. And then with that group selected, let's go in and say, okay, hit D to change the pivot, and X and middle mouse over the center of the grid. And then we dial in under the Y rotation the degrees that we need, and that's 27.5 degrees. 27.5, and there it is. And that's exactly the process that I will do for all the rest of the numbers, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, and so on and so forth. And so we got the degrees, the Y rotation degrees, and yeah, when I'm done with that, I'll be back. Yeah, so here I am. Yeah, like I said before, what I did was creating those numbers and rotating those to the position where they should be. And one thing you should know, the same problem that we had when we created the first number 6 here in here. So let me turn off polygon surfaces here, or polygons. So you see the curves here, and the original one, if you create a 6 here with a text tool, the original one looks a little bit like this. Yeah, so I on every 6 in here I move those points here from that curve and then fix that. Okay. So let me show polygons again. Another thing I did was on every number that has 3 digits here, so it starts here with 100, 110 and so on. So if you take a look at that group, so the overall scale on all other numbers was 0.245, but all the 3-digit numbers here have an X scale of 0.21 here, of 0.21, right? So to scale those down a little bit so that they fit a little bit together here. Okay, so another thing I created was the text here. It doesn't look like the text on the background, but yeah, at least there is a little bit of text. And I put a bend deformer on that so that it has that little kind of rounded shape here. So yeah, it's not very pretty, but I think it works. Okay, so now we are ready to take this here and create another texture of that. To do this, let me go in and let's under show turn off the nurbs curves. And what we also could do is but just leave it like it is for now. And let's go to object mode. Let's select all of the objects here and hit 3 to go to smooth version. Okay. And now we take that camera that we created, that top camera, and I think I moved it. So let me bring this back to 0 here. So if you don't, if you haven't moved yours, so you could leave it as it was. So I have to rotate mine again, negative 90 degrees in X, and then I'm moving this guy up again. And we still have the settings here with the focal length of 90 and the environment to white. And what we also need to do is with those objects selected here, we have to assign that surface shader, that black one that we created earlier. So assign existing material, assign that surface shader. Okay, it's calculating here for a second. Oh, actually it took a while here, and it put lots of stuff in my memory. So yeah, with that done, let's go in and create or render out that texture. But before I do that, I think I'm going to pause the video and finish that up in the next one.